All right, Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. Okay, so this is going to be a breaking news. You see the title, Sleeper Cells Popping Up Across the United States, December 1st, 2025. All right, we're going to go ahead and play the video, let you listen in, and then, bring out a few precepts. There's not really much to bring out on this, but it's really, kind of giving you a warning to just beware, of what's going on around you. Beware of your surroundings, because we know that as we get closer and closer to the end, okay, the love of many will wax cold. It's going to be perilous times, perilous meaning dangerous, all right? And, different things are going to pop off, okay? So just be aware of what's going on around you. Let's go ahead and play the video.
We're going to war. Last night, Al-Qaeda sent out a message basically stating that he is activating all of the sleeper cells, all right? The leader of Al-Qaeda said for every able Muslim to prepare, Now, from what the CIA has stated, how this is going to play out more than likely is you're going to have activity popping off in different cities, LA, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Dallas, like just all across the nation. You're going to have things just popping off. And there's going to be so much commotion that they're not going to be able to keep up with everything. Last year, there was a guy that crossed the border. When they stopped him, he said, "You don't know who I am yet, but soon you will know." Now, the internet did its research. He was one of the main leaders from Al-Qaeda. So these are the type of people that we have here right now. Now, there's over 1,000 sleeper cells across the U.S. and things are looking pretty ugly. All right.
All right, there's much more than that. Okay, I did a video a while back, a long time ago. I wish I maybe I'll be able to find it where I did a video showing that I think in like 2023 that you had hundreds of thousands of people that were on the Big T watch list. And this is according to the government website, okay, that crossed over the southern and northern border, okay, Mexico and Canada. So there's probably much more than that, all right? But we also know that this is part of the plan of Esau, Edom, okay? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. There's no coincidence that, and I looked it up just to be sure, all right, it said in the AI overview that President Donald Trump met with Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa, a former al-Qaeda commander, at the White House in November 2025. So just within the past month. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that this particularly has anything to do with it, but I wouldn't be surprised because we know the plan of the elites, order, ab, chaos, okay? So we know that the chaos is going to come, and out of that, the chaos, meaning the chaos, is going to come, and out of that is going to stem order. All right. And this is the secret plans of the wicked. The scriptures talk about them. Let's go ahead and bring that out right quick. All right. We're going to go to the book of Psalms, the 64th chapter. All right. Psalms chapter 64. And I'm going to go ahead and start from the top at verse 1. It says, "Prayer for deliverance from secret enemies. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." Okay. And meaning they're uprising. So they're getting ready to make war with the people of the world. Okay. And that this is going to bring on, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. All right. Because they're trying to establish their dominance via that new world order. All right. And they have to be able to justify it in the eyes of the people because of this internet. Okay. Most people in the world, even whether they believe in the Bible or not, they are aware of the New World Order. They're aware of, the digital currency system. They're aware of the RFID microchip. All right, they know that these things are coming. Okay, and so a lot of them are on board, but a lot of them are not. So they're gonna have to be beat into submission, and that's pretty much what Esau's gonna do. He's gonna bring hell upon the earth purposefully, all right, so that he can justify bringing in the order that comes out of that chaos, which is once again, okay, the RFID microchip, full surveillance. All right, total control and power, all right, over the people on the earth, all right? and he's going to rule with an iron fist. It talks about, let's go to Isaiah 19th chapter. And I had another one in mind that I was going to get, but we'll get this one first. Isaiah 19:4. All right, it says, in the Egyptians, okay, which is not talking about ancient Egypt, talking about spiritual Sodom and Egypt, spoken of in Revelation 11:8. The Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh power of hosts. Okay, so that fierce king we believe to be Donald Trump, and really he's not the one that's pushing the buttons. Okay, of course, even to be in that high level of society, you have to be an insider. Okay, you have to be down with, the secret government, that secret council that we read about in Psalm 64 chapter that's ruling over this earth. All right, now I got another precept that just came to my mind. I lost it just that fast. It'll come right back to me. What was it? Hang on, bear with me. What was that precept? Oh, I know what it was. I'm gonna do this one here in the King James Bible online. Proverbs 15:28, I believe it is. No, that's not it. Proverbs 15:29, maybe. Hang on. Salakia. Ranging bear. Let me just search that up. In fact, what I'll do is I'll type in the word ranging bear. I know it's in Proverbs. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 15. This is the one that says, as a roaring lion and a ranging bear, two ferocious beasts. Okay, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. All right, well, that's another thing too. We're coming to a time where the middle class is pretty much rapidly evaporating, and the only thing you're going to have left is the haves and the have-nots. All right, and their goal is to pretty much enslave the earth's population. We've been telling you about this. Okay, and that's why that sacrifice of Yahweh Shai is such a big deal, because he sacrificed himself. Now we're really going to see the whole essence of his salvation. He sacrificed himself so that we could be freed from this present evil world and make it into the new world. Okay, and not just make it into the new world, but also rule over it in righteousness. Heavenly Fathers will be part of that number, because the way that this world is going. Let me get this precept right quick. Psalms 84, I believe it's verse 10. Okay, yep, here it is. All right, it says, for a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. And I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. Okay, so it's better to be a doorkeeper in the kingdom of heaven than it is to be in the tents of the wicked. Okay, to be ruled over, all right, by wicked oppressors, man. Okay, and that's pretty much the state of this society. And like I said, this video tying it all back together. All right, this video that we watched on TikTok, and you can go and research more, okay, is showing us, like I said, that we're getting close to that time where they're getting ready to establish that new world order, which, like I said, we're looking forward to it because it's going to fail, all right, and that's going to be the deliverance of the elect, of the remnant of Jacob, okay? So let me see if I got any more precepts, and I'll probably get ready to close it out in just a sec. There's not really much to speak on. Oh, you know what? I'll get this. And we'll close it out here. Okay, a very short video, very short exhortation. But once again, beware. All right, it's breaking news. Okay, these things are coming to pass. All right. So Ephesians 5:14, wherefore he saith, meaning for this reason, he saith, it is said, awake thou that sleepest and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. All right, because right now the vast majority of people in the world are walking on in darkness. And the Most High, all right, is getting ready to flood this world with darkness. Let's get that. All right. And when darkness really covers this world, the most important thing is going to be the light. Okay. This is Isaiah 60:2. Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Okay. So once again, arise from the dead, and Yahweh Shai shall give thee light. And see then that ye walk circumspectly, all right, which means carefully, cautious. It says, weary and unwilling to take risks, okay? See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. And that's it, okay? So nothing else really needs to be said on this, all right? Just be aware of what's going on around you. Okay, stay sober in the spirit, as it says a few verses down in verse 18. All right, stay sober, stay diligent, stay watching. Okay, because let's get that precept. We'll close out with that. All right, that's 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Okay, and this is just another trick, another scheme. All right, you know, the T attacks and all that kind of stuff. All these things are orchestrated, man. All right, all these different big T organizations, they all have ties going back to the alphabet agencies that rule over the United States, okay, or that operate here in the United States. They all have ties to those different organizations. So just know that, all right, like I said, be aware of what's going on around you, because it's about to get bad. Brace for impact. So I'm going to end it off there. Yahweh righteous, I mean, your Heavenly Father's will was edifying. As always, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Chwadash. And until next time, Shalom, and abide babal.